Rick, sorry. Please forgive me, but I must leave now. I've got something else I have to attend to. Sorry about that. So enjoy the meeting. Okay. Thanks, Terry. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
Sometime tomorrow, maybe. Just to discuss.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Join Peter, unfortunately, as well.
All right. One of the questions we'll have to ask is this sort of 55 minute length a bit too long for future sessions? All right.
I think so.
Yeah, possibly we'll have to split them up or something, but then we're going to take even longer. Okay, Pierre, thanks for your attendance.
Okay, thanks everyone. Good night.
Thanks, Chuck.
All right, Mick, are you still here?
I'm still here, yeah.
Yeah, Mick, you said you won't be here this Thursday. If we were to postpone it until the following Thursday, would you be available?
Yes, I'm only away for 7 days, so we go on the 4th and we're back on the 11th. 4th to the 11th.
Question for Elaine. Would you be available next Thursday? The 11th.
Yes, Derek, I will.
All right, so I'm going to just put that as a question onto the committee so that everybody can see it and see if maybe somebody else can't attend. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, Mick, you mentioned in our conversation at the beginning that there's vast empty spaces in the universe, and that you try to bring that concept through to the people in your outreach. So here's a whole thing all about the most vast and emptiest spaces in the universe. Quite interesting, I think.
Absolutely, just gets emptier and emptier, more and more mysterious.
Yeah. So what I find interesting, and what seems to be a thread through a lot, if not most of these lectures, there's always something they find which doesn't gel with the standard theory of the evolution of the universe. So yeah, and I think looking there, I mentioned that there are about another 15 titles actually in this series which we haven't seen yet. And if you split those up into sort of 35, 45 minutes sessions, then they will actually cover another 2 years if you take one of those sessions per month. So, but a lot of the questions that you can think of watching each session will actually be covered in many of those, just judging from the titles. So it's possibly worthwhile just slogging on through them. All right, who would like to comment or ask questions on this one?
Yes. No, Derek, I aren't any questions. I'm totally gobsmacked. But I must admit, I like this stuff. It keeps on changing, and I think it's important for us to know that things are changing. It's healthy to know that there are new things happening. So yeah. I'm all for going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even didn't Penrose say that as he goes on with all his awards and so on, the more and more he actually questions quantum theory as being maybe not the right way to be trying to understand this stuff. So, yeah, I think it's great. We just got to carry on being curious, and it's just amazing how much more information can be gathered by all this science and stuff that goes on out there. So it's just great to know that even the greatest minds battle to and accept that battle as part of the excitement of the subject.
Yeah, the fact that there is so many open questions about a lot of the stuff, and that cosmologists don't agree on a lot of it. That's what keeps it interesting, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's also important that we all, non-scientists as well, realize that science is never, ever static.
Yeah.
It's not lost in stone. It's important.
I enjoyed and whenever I was at the institution studying, I enjoyed giving lecturers a hard time on unanswerable questions. And I've got a bit of a reputation for that, but that's what kept it interesting for me.
Indeed. You still do. What did the
Okay.
Bushman say? Time was the dream between whence time began and time ceased to be. So, yeah, it's
Don't
actually
get
all
me
a dream.
started on time. Okay. All right. So when we've got this, when they talk about the universe expanding into almost nothing, but that's in many billions of years. And I think if the human race is still around, possibly we would have found a way to travel at the speed of light. And if you do travel at the speed of light, there is no distance. It takes you zero time to reach anywhere in the universe if you travel at the speed of light, essentially, because time stands still if you're traveling at the speed of light. So possibly, even though, when things have expanded to the point where most of the stuff out there that we can see now has disappeared from normal vision because it doesn't reach us, because it's so far away, the light doesn't reach us. We would still, if we can travel at the speed of light, we'd actually still be able to travel to those parts of the universe.
Yeah.
There's a mind-boggling thought for you, but that's what the physics says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The physics also says that it's impossible to travel at the speed of light if you've got mass, so that's the only problem.
Yeah, but likely before the universe has finished expanding, science would have discovered that no, they were all wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I put my money on that.
I agree.
Yeah. All right.
Is that your cyber money? Have you got your cyber money on that? Yeah. Just a question related to last week. Peter was talking about having followed what he thought was a UFO. How do you think they communicate among each other? Would that be at the speed of thought, or how do they relate to each other?
Good question. We'd have to ask them. When you meet an alien, ask him and let us know, please. The next question is, what is the speed of thought?
In my case, very slow.
Is it limited to the speed of light?
No.
Or is there...
Mine's limited to the speed of dark.
Yes, that's better. That's better.
No, I'm sure they must communicate with each other, or are they single entities, single universe, just buzzing around?
That's one of the biggest questions with all these release of information of unexplained stuff from the US Navy or Air Force or whatever. They're still yet to show us actual tangible proof of aliens existing. Although there's a lot of unexplained stuff, but yeah. Let's first find the aliens and then discuss them with authority.
May I? Wondering if I think Peter said he was chasing or trying to follow the one he saw, and he involved I suppose at that time the Rhodesian Air Force, and gave him time, and the fact that he said it was in radio silence. You wonder if there's an alternative frequency or an alternative medium of communication.
Well, there's plenty of frequencies which we don't use, I think. There may be methods beyond radio frequency, sort of into things which they can communicate at, ultraviolet and things like that. Sandy, did you have a comment?
Yeah, I was just listening to some of the speculation going on here, and I'd like to just expand on a personal experience. I am a very serious skeptic. I can only be persuaded in my thinking when somebody brings me irrefutable facts. Then no matter what I think, I'm happy to change my mind. And I want to just tell you that another dimension exists out there with a whole bunch of mechanical elves that communicate with you if you participate in DMT and ayahuasca. And probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but I was very privileged to experience with some very credible support that experience, and I'm going to go and revisit. But I know
you've got to give us on, Sandy.
Well, what happens is there's in your body, there's a drug called DMT. It naturally occurs in your body, but you cannot take DMT into your body because your body's chemistry will simply reject it. But there's a drug called ayahuasca, and that drug is able to bind DMT into a assimilated substance that allows you to breach well, I don't know what it is it breaches, but like I said to you, I'm a serious skeptic, and I encountered these mechanical elves, and I'm going back to go check them out again. And if you research the subject, you'll see there are very, very serious scientists out there that are busy evaluating it. And it's not, this typical nonsense that you get when people think, oh, you're taking LSD and you're seeing these colors and that and whatever the psychedelics do for you. This is a real breach into another dimensional realm that you can't explain, but it's out there. And I was privileged to be part of that experiment. And I intend going back there because this time around I was too frightened to actually, make use of that encounter and see if I can communicate and deal with my presence in that realm. So I'm busy
Sandy,
preparing
can
myself.
ask you when you're communicating with the aliens, can you switch on the video record on your cell phone?
But you can't do that. You see,
and show it to us.
I hear the skepticism in your voice implicit, and I accept it.
It's just light-hearted comment.
Saying to you, there is an experience out there that I have encountered, and I'm simply saying, if anybody else is interested in verifying that experiment, the way is to just go into the internet and check DMT and ayahuasca, which is a psychedelic type of drug, and see the research that's been done around it. It's like trying to say to somebody, you've heard about Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, but let me explain the vastness of the universe to you now. He's still on Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And to now talk about the expanse of that universe like this magic thing that we've just seen now, you're going to lose them. So I just thought I would put that little seed out there. And if anybody's interested to see if it'll grow, the way is check out ayahuasca and DMT and its effect on the human body and the human psyche. Like a scientist does, he takes...
Never heard of it, but as you say, I'm always interested in some new information, which,
I wouldn't
I'm trying to understand it.
Yeah. I wouldn't bring information like this to a highly intelligent crowd of people like yourselves. I really respect you all and your vast understanding. That's why I'm on this group. But I can assure you that this has been a mind-altering, very profound experience. Like I said, I'm a serious skeptic, and the reality is that we can go and hoo-ha about stuff, or you can go out there like a true scientist, check it out for yourself, evaluate the facts, and make your own conclusion. But I can tell you what, it is a mind-numbing, incredible experience. And once you've seen it, you can't unsee it again.
All
So
right.
if anybody wants to know more about it, I'm very happy to help you to go onto the areas of research, and you can check it out for yourself and check the credibility of it and make up your own minds.
Yeah, look, even science, there's one of the theories that or questions that get asked, are we real, or are we just a program in a computer?
Yeah, sure. I've been through all that.
It's a little bit in that vein, and you're actually never 100% sure of the answer.
Yeah, but we going beyond that. I mean, was the Matrix a sort of precursor to explaining to us the real reality is going on there? I mean, I've been through all that, the Joe Rogans and all these guys with the conspiracy theories. I'm very much interested in seeing what's going on in that area, and I remain an ultimate skeptic. When I went into this experience with these people, I was the ultimate skeptic. I thought, hoo-ha, where's this bullshit coming from? Let me deal with it. Let me see what's going on. And the experience was far too overwhelming. It's now been a year. I've had to deal with it, mentally and intellectually, trying to make sense about it. So I've done a lot of research to try and see, is it possible that I imagined it? That the drug created this very intricate pattern in my brain, and they actually explain it as well in the scientific circles, what it is that happens to your brain when the DMT, which is naturally in your body, does the stuff that makes us intelligent in the first place. It's the DMT that allows us to think laterally, to dream up concepts, for you to sit along and suddenly think of an idea and doing something that nobody else had ever done. That is the psyche and the effect of your incredible brain and chemistry that happens, where some people are better at that than others, to think laterally and out of the box and come up with new concepts. I mean, like this universe and this dark matter, this void. I mean, it is fascinating stuff. And in the scientific circles, the credible scientific circles, if these issues are now under serious discussion, and we're talking about amazing people that are, involved in this, our countryman, our fancy countryman, old Elon Musk, he is hugely involved with that. He is hugely involved in taking ayahuasca and DMT. That's just one of the things that he does on the sideline. Just as a matter of interest. So I'm just putting it out there because I think you guys are all very smart. And if there's something here that takes you on another journey, well, so be it. I know I'm on this journey and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I've just Googled it on my other computer, and I see they talk about it, a powerful naturally occurring psychedelic compound that is a serotonergic psychedelic hallucinogen. So
there you have it.
I've also seen videos. You talk about Elon Musk. I've seen videos of him walking around like a zombie.
Yeah, but that's not on this drug.
So I don't know if that's something to be recommended.
That's not on this drug. What you read there was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And when you go deeper into it, you'll see the real cosmos. That's all I can say to you.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to take it in hurries, all I can say.
No, I'm not saying take it. I'm saying
we'll let you do that and explain to us.
Okay. Anyway, wonderful to be part of this group.
Yeah,
I'm really
very much for sharing your experience. I've heard quite a bit about ayahuasca as well, so I'm a little bit curious. But I was taught when I was young not to drink drugs. But I think ayahuasca is probably more a process, with a key being a brain loosening substance. Just to relax and to open your mind.
No, it's not.
Thanks very much.
It's none of that. It's again Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star that you are speaking about.
Yeah, no,
it's
it
the
just
much deeper,
so
much deeper substance.
I'm grateful for your experience.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
David, you mentioned Peter's what he thought could be an alien thing, where this when he was busy flying. So I think we must actually get him to get back to us on that and go into it a bit more. That was actually very interesting, and we didn't have enough. He just told us quickly the thing in short and didn't really go into detail. So we must maybe get him to expand on that in future at some stage.
Maybe I'll
At a
pop
study
around
group
one
meeting
day,
or something else,
lovely.
maybe. All
Well,
right.
thanks for a very stimulating, mind-expanding club. It takes a lot of us to keep it going.
Yeah, and
Lovely, lovely. Thanks.
thanks for
Take
sharing
it
All right.
those who've been brave enough to experience different things. Wonderful.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you,
Okay,
everybody. Thank you.
If anybody else has got anything they want to say, or can we wrap it up and call a decision? Anybody else?
Eyes open.
Nothing more. Thank you, Derek. Thanks for the evening. Thanks
All
for the
right.
presentation. All right.
All right, thanks, and we'll see you next time. And thanks for your attendance. And I will be sending the transcript, of course, Peter. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you very much, Derek. Thank you very much, everybody. Cheerio. Enjoy your evening.
Good night. Good night. Thank you very much.
And happy birthday, David.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday for Thursday, is it? Cheers.